So I'm being mom's caregiver. I am driving her around. She does want to go out with me, go to a restaurant, go to a park, and we sing, we have fun. And so the car that I drive her around, there's been so much talk of your car doesn't have insurance. So if I'm driving mom around and her money shouldn't be used, she abuses with money, right? So she plays her tendency always to use money to abuse. So you go to her for money. It's her money. You have access to it. We needed for me to get insurance for the car, to pay off the parking tickets, to get registration, all this stuff. It's there. Tanya was telling you about it. So it's to your advantage for it not to get that. The other car you reported stolen, you were saying both cars don't have insurance. So you've been withholding the money for us to get insurance. She always has that tendency to block, right? She has her mental disorder to financially abuse. Can you acknowledge that? She abuses me. She has tendency to abuse the people trying to help her. And with the money, says she doesn't want to spend money. So it's for her own good, for me to drive her around. You would need to pay help. So Mike can be paid to. The other day, because Mike didn't help, I did ask him for help. For the car was told not to pay $700, and then another for the storage, and then another $100 for fix the tire. And he says that he didn't do it because his phone isn't working. So and he does always come up with answers that make them unaccountable. So I can actually check if his phone wasn't working. I can look at his phone and I can tell if it was. If at that time that I left the message, he's had calls, had texts, then it verifies it was working. And he's lying. He took video of this house and sent it to Albert to get a estimate how much it's gonna take. He got this payment for $700. Before that, I had asked them if our account is clear, so the money he gets, he will spend on cleaning. He never cleaned. He got the $700. So we gotta I keep asking for accountability with money. How are you spending mom's money? Kathy Carpenter says no one's paying her. The lawyer was saying no one's paying him. So that the account, and then I think you're saying you don't have to pay Mike. You don't pay Mike. So I keep asking for the bank accounts, your spending of mom's money. So we need to pay Mike to help me fix the car for mom. So your bias says we can't help you, Zeke. We can only help your mom because the trust goes into effect when she dies, then we can help you. But I'm helping mom. I'm driving her around. I need resources to help mom. You're withholding. So that's not that intentionally to have things to use for your defamation, all the efforts, the defamation efforts. And the recording show your conversations with Anita with Tanya and Netta. And then Richard Holloway is talking to Tanya, so I don't know if you're talking to Richard or not, and you make fun of me. You guys say he's paranoid, he thinks everyone's against him. The conversations show that all of the planning, all of the conniving, all of the effort put with you and Tanya, you and Netta to destroy Tanya herself said that both her brother and you want to prove me incapable, so you take everything to yourself. That is blatantly obvious. Everything indicates it. Your intention to take everything by removing mom's capacity with all those false APS reports and having Tanya call police to get me arrested, having Netta lie to police to get me arrested. Your own snapshots of your own screen, your screenshots of your conversation with Netta. You were talking for hours with Netta, you were talking with Tanya before they called to arrest. And the text conversation, sure, they themselves say you were involved in having them call 911 to get me arrested. And then your emails to my therapist, you have to make it public so that people know you're informed, your aggressive efforts to get me arrested, your conversations about me, you wanting me to hit a cop to get 6 months. That conversation is there. And every conversation with you, you're saying stuff to deny it, to cover it up. The evidence is that all the hard work you're doing ever since Alice passed, Anita, with your dad, with Albert, and then using the Alan, the retired cop across the street, him and Julie, with Tanya, with Ned, all this stuff. This is hard work you guys are doing. So much effort into destroying me. I'm trying to take care of mom. You preventing the sale of the house. You preventing her getting the in Vegas shot that would make her calm down. Always exasperating, always hurting me, and then documenting my frustration to say bad things about me to people, to justify cruelty against me. So, okay, all the evidence is there. At some point, you're gonna let up. You're gonna be arrested. The law will see what you're doing. At some point, you gotta give up. Anita, Albert, Sam. Sam, you started it. You the godfather of it. You're the original. You started when Alice died, and you said, oh, now I can get her brother. The sorrow you started with me, Sam, I think maybe you didn't think it would last so long. Well, you're gonna be held accountable, Sam. Mark my words.